Good morning, Year 4. This is my hints and tips for our second lesson on divide 3 digits by 1 digit. I hope you got on okay using the White Rose video yesterday. I'll make mine shorter, which should mean it's easier to upload. So as we're looking at 3-digit numbers, what you need to do is use the patterns in place value. So if we look at 800 divided by 4, we would think, okay, we're going to use our understanding of 8 divided by 4 to help us. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that can then help us do 80 divided by 4, which means that we've moved up one place value, and our 2 that was in the ones needs to move into the tens, and that will give us 20. And now if we have 800 divided by 4, we're still doing 8 divided by 4 is 2, but then we need to move up 1, 2 place values. So it moves from the ones into the tens into the hundreds. So 800 divided by 4 is 200. So if we look at another quick example, 900 divided by 3, I'm going to use my understanding of 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So 90 divided by 3 would move up, our 3 moves up one place value into the tens, so is 30. And 900 divided by 3, I'm still doing 9 divided by 3, but I'm moving it up 2 place values. Okay, so I get 300. So today I want you to work your way from developing through the sheets for around 50 minutes. Okay, and when you've worked for 50 minutes, then stop and check your work. So always start by reading the question. Alina has solved the calculation 774 divided by 7 using a part-whole model. She says, my answer has a remainder of 3. Find and correct Alina's mistake. So it's taken 774 divided by 7, partitioned 774 into 770 and 4, and she's dividing each part by 7. So 700 divided by 7, and that's what we've just been calculating and practicing. So 7 divided by 7 is 1, 70 divided by 7 is 10, so therefore 700 divided by 7 is 100. So we know this is 100. There we can also see it's just a coincidence that we've got 70 divided by 7, and we know that that is 10. And then we've got 4 divided by 7. Well, we can't make another group of 7 if we only have 4. So 4 must become our remainder. Okay, so here you might want to put remainder 4, because you cannot make another group of 7. So here you've done 100 groups of 7 and 10 groups of 7. So that will be 110. Remainder 4. So we've now found and correct Alina's mistake. So number 2, compare the two division models by adding less than, greater than, or equal to the box. So 668 divided by 6. We've partitioned the 668 into 660 and 8. And here 559 divided by 5 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Okay, so there's that division using the counters. Right. Here again, using our understanding of 6 divided by 6 is 1. So 60 divided by 6 is 10. And 600 divided by 6 is 100. Okay, so we're always using our understanding of 6 divided by 6 and then thinking, moving it up to place values. Right, so we've got 100 here and 60 divided by 6. I've already done it here, which is 10. And 8 divided by 6. Okay, well, I can make one group of 6 with a remainder of 2. Okay, so I now know that I can make 111 groups of 6, remainder 2. And then you can have a look and work out here whether that's less than or greater than 111. And number 3 says Lee is comparing the following calculations. He writes the statement below. Calculation A is the odd one out as it has a different answer to the others. Okay, so A is 449 divided by 4, B is 779 divided by 7, and C is 557 divided by 5. Do you agree with Lee? Explain your answer using the blank whole part model. Okay, so you're going to need some more space. So I've written out the 3 number sentences from the question, and we're going to partition each number sentence, okay, into hundreds, tens and ones. Sometimes we won't necessarily do it into hundreds, tens and ones, but for developing we are doing hundreds, tens and ones. So 400 divided by 4, and then 40 divided by 4, and 9 divided by 4. Okay, and you should be able to get the number of groups of 4 from each of those. So this one will be 700 divided by 7, and 70 divided by 7, and 9 divided by 7. Okay, and here 500 divided by 5, and 50 divided by 5, and 7 divided by 5. Okay, and then you should be able to work out the number of groups for each divisor. In this one it's 4, in this one it's 7, and in this one it's 5. Okay, so see which one, whether Lee is correct or not. Okay, so now we're coming to number 4, which is on the expected. I'm not going to go through this one. Okay, I'm going to have a very quick look at number 5, because it says compare the two division models by adding less than, greater than, or the same as sign to the box. Okay, and the only reason for this is because they've had to partition it using flexible partitioning. So in this box you will see it doesn't say 700, it says 600. So you've got to make decisions about how you partition the other 128. Okay, right. So here, if we put 120 and here 8, then we should be able to calculate and do the comparison. Right, so we might need to use some flexible partitioning, okay, where we exchange 100 into the tens, right, or tens into the ones, but you'll be able to see and work it out. Okay, keeping my videos short, otherwise they don't upload properly, so work hard and have fun.